Hello.
I'm Reverend Garth Schumacher from the Congregational United Church of Christ in Amory, Wisconsin, and I'm really glad you're here today. Today is going to be very different. Usually, I use the lectionary scriptures for the following Sunday. This Sunday is January 17th, 2021. But because of all the difficulties and challenges that we have in our country now, we're all pretty darned anxious. And I wanted to teach another form of prayer, one that allows us to breathe in the pain of the world and our own suffering and breathe out healing into the world. This practice also is known as taking and sending. It reverses our usual logic of avoiding suffering and seeking pleasure. In this kind of practice, we visualize taking in the pain of others with every in breath and sending out whatever will benefit them on the out breath. In the process, we become liberated from age old patterns of selfishness. Begin to feel love for both ourselves and for others. We begin to take care of ourselves and others. Breathe in for all of us and breathe out for all of us. When you do this prayer as a formal practice, it has four stages. Now, the first stage, and I want you to think about this in your own body as you're listening to this practice, rest your mind briefly for a second or two in a state of openness and stillness. This stage is traditionally called opening to basic spaciousness and clarity. Spaciousness and clarity. The second stage is we work with what's called texture. So when we breathe in the pain, we breathe in a feeling of hot, dark, and heavy, say, and breathe out a feeling of cool, bright, and light, a sense of freshness. Do this until it feels synchronized with your in and out breath. So in, hot, dark, heavy, breathe out, cool, bright, light, fresh. In, dark, hot, heavy. Breathe out, cool, bright, light, fresh.
Okay.
Now, the third, you work with your personal situation. So, any painful situation that's real to you. Traditionally, you begin by doing this prayer for someone you care about and wish to help. If you are stuck, you can do the practice for the pain that you are feeling and simultaneously for all of those who are just like you, who feel that kind of suffering. I know a lot of people in this country right now are feeling a lot of pain and fear and are suffering. So we can do this for the entire nation if we want to. For instance, okay, let's just take your personal situation. Let's take for instance, if you're feeling inadequate, you breathe that in for yourself, hot, dark,
Heaven.
and you breathe out for all the others in the same boat. You send out confidence and adequacy or relief from any form that you wish. You see how that works? So you're feeling inadequate, not feeling good, and not able to help at all, and breathing out, able to do little things, things that are important to your family and your friends and your community and your church. Okay. Now, the fourth, finally, make the taking in and the sending out bigger. If you're doing this kind of practice for someone you love, extend it out to those who are in the same situation. Make it bigger than just the one person. Now, you could even do this for those who you might consider your enemies. Okay. Yeah. those who hurt you and hurt others. Do this prayer for them, thinking of them as having the same confusion and stuckness as your friend or yourself. Breathe in pain and send them relief. Breathe in their pain and send them the relief. Okay? See how this works? See how Christ like this is? So we're going to go ahead and do this prayer softly and quietly and take it easy on yourself. Don't worry about getting it right. That just gets in the way. Just enjoy trying to do this and then practice it a couple of times the following week. Okay? You ready? Centering ourselves, opening to basic spaciousness and clarity, breathing in the hot, the dark, and the heavy, breathing out the cool, bright, light, fresh, breathing in the difficulties, the pain, the suffering, the fear, the anger, just breathing it in, and then breathing out the courage and the love and the feeling of healing into the world. And then breathe in these things for people we know, maybe even people who are our quote enemies, and then breathe out the healing. So here we go. I breathe in pain. I breathe out healing. I breathe in pain. I breathe out healing. Breathe in pain. Breathe out healing. In pain. Out healing. In pain. Out healing. In healing. In healing. Amen. Do you sense how Christ-like this is? Even in our own fear, even in our own pain, even in our own suffering, we have the capability to transform ours and others' pain into healing energy in the world. I believe this with every fiber of my being. So this week, periodically, when you're getting upset, go ahead. Don't avoid the pain. Breathe in the pain and then breathe out the healing. God bless you. Know that. Go in peace. Amen.